I'm concerned about this project, Dr. Wu. The city doesn't even know that we're working on this here. Any sort of accidental release could lead to terrible casualties.
Listen, Amtower, those are the kinds of thoughts you'd best keep to yourself. There isn't going to be an accidental release. Now do your job.
So, what are you guys cooking up here?
I swear I didn't know Oscorp even had a chemical weapons division. You have to believe me.
Chemical weapons? That's a definite no-no. Especially if this is Goblin's one-stop weapon shop.
There's nothing I can do. The research is too heavily protected.
That's where I come in. I'll take care of those chemicals. Just tell me what to do.
It's fairly complicated, so for now, just find one of the control rooms that oversee chemical injections into the central vat. I'll give you a radio so that we can communicate once you get there. Be careful.
Thanks, Doc.
Watch out for patrols in the corridors. You can't let them spot you.
Well, once again, we can let them spot us, it's just not ideal, because they'll summon the super robots. This stealth level is significantly more difficult than the first because of the placement of the guards and some other factors. But we can cheese it, and I'll show you how when we get there. But for now, we need a way past this laser wall. We could run past it when the lasers are up, or we could zip through, which is a lot faster. This upcoming section right here may seem a little bit mean, but it's really not. The hit detection on these lasers is very precise, so it's super easy to just crawl your way through.
Spider-Man, you're getting close to the first control room you need to enter. Keep your eyes open.
There are 3 separate doors in this hallway that we need to enter without being caught by the patrolling guard. And I'm going to show you the easy way to do this. Of course, we have to wait for him to come back over here. Obviously, the guard can't run and press the alarm if he's all webbed up. And while he's webbed up, we can go ahead and punch him. This game doesn't have stealth takedowns like later Spider-Man games, so I just kinda had to make my own. But if it works, right? Now we don't have to worry about these 3 rooms we need to enter, or super robots coming to shoot missiles at us while we're entering them.
Alright, listen carefully. There are 4 control rooms, like the one you're in, that control chemical injections into the central vat. You have to activate them in the correct sequence, or you'll release the chemicals.
Definitely something I'll want to avoid.
After you activate the chemical injectors in the first 2 control rooms, you'll have to go into the central chamber and start the injection process. Then go back and repeat the process for the last 2 control rooms.
Right, so we just need to press 2 lettered switches and then go in the central chamber and press another switch. Pretty simple. And we don't have to worry about, the guy patrolling through here. So this section officially became a piece of cake. Oh, by the way, since this middle door we're about to enter is see-through, the guard that patrolled through that hallway could totally see us through there.
Hey, Doc. There are 2 control terminals here. Which one do I use?
I'm not sure. Look around. Maybe there's something near the terminal that will help.
Right, so now we need to go press switches C and D, which are just a bit further down the hallway we were already in. But now a new guard has spawned, and if you're not careful you'll get caught because he wasn't there before. Just like with the last one, we're going to wait for the appropriate moment and then web him up and punch him in the face.
It's Spider-Man!
I mean, I'm sure there's some moral reason we shouldn't be doing this. But the camera wouldn't let us lock onto this guy if he wasn't a bad guy, right? That's how it works. I really like this next room, even if it is stressful. Also another new combo, but we're pretty much done using combos now. Anyway, yeah, this room is really stressful because there are lasers everywhere, but there is a way to make it past all of them if we have just the perfect timing. That's the door we need to enter, and there are no lasers directly in front of it. So we wait for the light to pass, and then zip straight down. Very narrow timing. There's only one more stealth area, and then we just have to backtrack after we press the 2 switches. Here is that last stealth area. The lasers will occasionally drop down, so we have a brief period of time to crawl through. Since when Spider-Man stops crawling, he doesn't take up much space, we want to stop crawling as fast as possible. If you were really confident in your timing, you could just zip through the lasers. But I'm not that confident in my timing, and we don't want to get caught this late. I'm sure all the lasers in this level tripped a lot of people up, but it is possible if you get caught to just run through the rest of the level. It's a lot more stressful, but it's possible. Alright, now that we're in here, there's a single guard patrolling these 2 hallways, and we're going to take him out before we do anything else, because there will be a cutscene that triggers that changes things a little bit. So we're going to want to get him out of the way before that happens. It helps to lock onto them, but you don't have to.
Doc, this door is locked.
Let me look into it. Spider-Man, be careful. Dr. Rue, the head of the project, seems to have figured out that something is wrong. He's headed your way. You'll need to get the key from him. He's the only one who has it. He has some super soldier robots with him. Be very careful.
There's an intruder here somewhere. Spread out and find him.
We're going to want to wait until the robot goes into the other hallway, and then drop down to punch Dr. Rue so we can grab that key card. We need to hurry, though, because the robot will come back to this hallway very fast. Somehow it didn't see us. If we didn't take out the human guard from before, then he would be patrolling this hallway with the super soldier robot, which would be very bad. It would be very hard to find an appropriate time to make our way to the door. But since the super soldier robot is essentially just taking place of the original human guard now, it's a lot more doable. Alright, that was the last switch. Now we just need to get back to the central chamber, which only means backtracking, so we shouldn't have any trouble. We do have to make our way back through those lasers that we passed on the way here. But, you know, we already did that once. And, I mean, if we did theoretically get caught right as we moved past this laser wall, because there was a robot standing directly in front of the door, then that would be okay, because we could swing to the end of the level in no time flat. Just theoretically, if that were to happen, after all of this careful stealthing,